Next instalment of the Lineshaft project. Well, this is going to be the first countershaft, and it's going to sit midway across the beam there, on top of it, and it's going to run on these pillow blocks, which are at the moment in this really manky condition, so it's going to be fun cleaning these up to see what they look like. But the minute there's this strange steel cylindrical item, which I think must be a pulley, but it was covered in a kind of fibrous covering, which has then been covered up in duct tape. So at the moment I'm just trying to get that duct tape off and see what it is. It almost looks like it's part of the shaft, but that's probably just because of corrosion and so on. I really don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to get a start made in cleaning all this up, and with a view to having it set up on the beams. So there we go. These are ball bearings as well. I wasn't expecting that, but there they are. One of these days I'll find a plain bearing on one of these pieces of shafting, but not this day. So, back to the old geyser again. Now, these pillow block bearings on this Lineshaft, which came from an old cider press, are actually self-aligning, just like they are on the others, like they are on these. So that's nice. And this is just to remind me as well, the order of assembly. You probably know this like the back of your hand, but I don't, because I'm a rookie. So you've got the sleeve thing that goes through the back of the bearing, the threaded end goes through to this side, and then onto that you get the sort of toothed thrust washer, and then this sort of thrust nut, and there's a kind of tapered pointed end on the thrust nut, thrust collar maybe it's called. See, I don't even know the terminology, but who cares, eh? The sort of a slightly beveled pointed end that pushes into that toothed washer. So, and that holds it all together and tightens it, clamps the collar onto the shaft. The collar's got, the sleeve thing has got a split in it. I know what I mean anyway, I think. So there's this. It was on the shaft, as I said earlier, covered in duct tape that took me ages to get off. But it came off with a bit of kerosene eventually, but still with a lot of hard work. And it reveals this. Now, I don't know what that is. It looks probably to me like a kind of bolt that you might have to put a socket in to loosen. But somebody in the past has cut a very crude slot across it, probably to try and get out with a screwdriver. I had a go at it with a screwdriver, but I don't want to force it and chew it up. So I don't know whether this will even come off or not, but I think it looks pretty cool, you know. It's nice, and I'm not really bothered if it doesn't come off, but curiosity leads me to want to take it off, just to see if I can, and you know how it goes. And then meanwhile, back along and on another piece of shafting, this bearing here is stiff and sticky. It doesn't want to come off. And once again, for about the third time, I've forgotten to bring my C-spanners to France with me, and I don't want to bash at this anymore, or I'm just going to chew it up. So I've soaked it in WD-40, maybe overnight. Soak is good, but all the others are soaking away. The reason I'm keen to get this one off is because I've got 3 bearings the same, and this one is one of them that's off already. One of the balls is missing and it's a bit rough running. So this one looks okay. So if I can get this off, then I'll have 2, you know, reasonable pillow blocks. I'd rather not pay to get more bearings if I can avoid it, because I want to do this job without spending a colossal amount of money on it. So if I can get this off and utilisable in the other bearing housing, then so much the better. This bearing is smaller. I don't know quite why, but these ones are bigger, and 2 of these I would hope will allow that, you know, shaft to run on the beams, unless it needs to be supported in the middle, but that's another story. Well, I got these done, all off the shafts, all the parts. They're all given an initial clean-up in a combination of geyser and kerosene. So these are waiting to be given a second better clean-up and a wire brushing for the relevant parts, and paint on the shells. Another paint job in dark grey to match the existing hangers. So this trip has been cut short. So I'm not going to get as far with this as I'd like to have this time, but at least a wee bit of progress is being made. It's the name of the game. See you later.